US election campaigns in full swing. A group of protesters is taking aim at Washington in what they call a non-violent action to save democracy. Activists are marching more than 200 kilometres from Philadelphia to hold a sit-in demo in the capital, pledging not to leave until their demands are met. Artist Kelly Morpin joined the demonstrators en route.
Many of the protesters began in Philadelphia and have continued to march through Baltimore en route to Washington, D.C. The protests are part of a series of planned demonstrations called Democracy Spring, set to take place throughout the month of April.
We hope that it will be the beginning of the end of the corruption of our democracy. We're walking from Philadelphia 140 miles to D.C., demanding that Congress take action to end the corruption of big money in politics and ensure free and fair elections that give us all an equal voice.
What we're planning is the largest incident of mass civil disobedience this country, this millennium. And it's over 1,000 folks who have confirmed to already be down there in D.C. to put their bodies on the line for this issue and to really try to take back what we believe is ours.
The protesters are emphasizing voter suppression and the influence of money in politics and say they're not afraid of facing possible arrests in the coming weeks.
When we get to D.C., if Congress hasn't responded to our demand, we're going to sit in and they're going to have to make a choice. Listen to the people, do your job and save our democracy, or send us all to jail.
Many of the protesters see no contradiction between patriotism and protest and proudly unfurl U.S. flags.
The people who are here love their country, and they want their country to represent the things that they believe it ought to represent: freedom, democracy, of the people, by the people, for the people. What we're seeing now is plutocracy, is an oligarchy. We're not seeing the kinds of things that we believed in, and we feel that it's actually uniquely American to be standing up in this way and to be putting our bodies on the line in this kind of a protest.
Dissent is patriotic. It's patriotic to say we deserve an equal voice, we deserve the principles upon which this country was founded, and so we want to take sort of these ideals and this imagery back from what it's become to say, this is what this flag once stood for, this is what it should stand for again.
Money out! Voters in! Voters in! I believe that we will win! That we will win! That we will win! That we will win!
The role of offshore havens in the British economy and the latest news from the gold market. That's coming up next in the Kaiser Report.